Murasaki looking very excited. And Tainan Dalpra just stalking down, walking very slowly, methodically to shake the referee's hand.
And Tainan has been for a while now the one to beat in the middleweight division. He got to the final by way of beating Ronaldo Jr. in the semis. He had a couple other incredible matches as well. And Andy Murasaki was the #9 seed, beat Tommy Lanker, the #2 seed in the semis. And that was a big win for Andy Murasaki. And Andy Murasaki up from lightweight. This is probably the best we've ever seen him here.
And here we go. Andy, Tomas Murasaki, Tainan Dalpra, Costa. Big start. Andy Murasaki with the 2 points right off the bat. Big start.
Wow. That was such a well-timed throw right into the closed guard of Tainan Dalpra. 2-point lead in the first 15 seconds here in this middleweight final. Now, the closed guard of Tainan Dalpra is not necessarily a safe place to be. So we're going to see Andy's goal here as far as his method here as far as opening this closed guard, starting to pass. Tainan has a very nice grip on the back of the belt, keeping Andy's posture broken over, and now an underhand grip on the left-hand side.
A very intelligent move by Andy Murasaki to not let the grip exchange of Tainan Dalpra happen as he opened up the closed guard. Now Tainan gets under the leg.
Look at this amazing control of Andy Murasaki's right leg with Tainan's left hand, and his left foot was underneath, but Andy popped it back out, and now he puts it back in single leg X. So we can see Tainan's going to be able to switch his left leg back and forth between single leg X and X as needed and try to use that to tilt Andy over one way or the other. A lot of options here once you have that foot on the shoulder.
This is a matchup, Kendall, we have seldom seen. I don't think we've seen this yet at black belt. Tainan Dalpra up on a sweep. And this is where we see Tainan Dalpra shine. We'll see what answer Andy Murasaki has for the incredible passing pressure of Tainan Dalpra.
Yeah, he spins right over here to even up the score. And exactly like you said, Tainan shines.
Oh, Tainan immediately gets a leg drag to the side. This is not looking good for Andy Murasaki. He turtles up. Oh, but that is a secured guard pass for Tainan Dalpra.
Yeah, this is classic Tainan here. We see so much beautiful guard passing from him, leg drags. It's smash passing, and once he gets to side control, my favorite thing about his pressure here is his insane crossface. Look how he rotates Andy Murasaki's head all the way to the right side. It makes it so impossible for Andy to frame, turn towards him, try to recover the guard. And his shin pinning on the forearms is something that's very impressive as well.
Tainan Dalpra awarded an advantage for the near knee on belly. And you see this is another really interesting thing Tainan Dalpra does. He lifts the shoulders of Andy Murasaki off the mat often whenever Andy Murasaki tries to create any movement. It's always so much harder to move your legs when your head is off the mat.
Yeah, it's one thing to withstand the pressure of Tainan in this position, and it's another to actually try to recover your guard from here, right? Because now you're not just relieving the pressure, but you're also advancing your position. So Andy has the right idea, of course. You know, he has the right hand here in the collar, a nice crossface, but one thing we see Tainan do that's interesting, he like picks up his weight and drops it back on the chest and the sternum over and over. And back into a quarter guard here with a knee shield is Andy Murasaki, so this is looking a little bit better. But the problem here with Andy's left arm positioning, because he's isolated, he's like really holding Andy's hip in place, is he can go right back into a strong passing position, which would award him another 3 points.
Now, something important we need to keep in mind as well is that in the semifinals, Ronaldo Jr. was able to get back to his guard after getting his guard passed by Tainan Dalpra. So we'll see if Andy Murasaki is able to make the same magic happen, but that's the thing about regathering the half guard, is it only makes the lead bigger when you pass. And now Tainan, it's an interesting strategy.
Passing his own lapel over.
Oh, we'll see if he's able to make a submission happen here.
He's gonna start to rotate towards the head. Use that left arm.
Oh, he lets go of the pass, or he lets go of the grip on the lapel for a second.
Yeah, I think he realized the recovery was coming, so it was better to maintain position than continue moving forward and risk getting put back in the guard. But again, look at this heavy, heavy cross-face pressure. And now instead of his own lapel, passes Andy's lapel from the other side of his body, back behind his shoulder. And look at that shoulder pressure, my God. Andy's face is totally facing the other way. Another guard pass with 3 points on the board, making this an 11-2 lead with still almost 6 minutes to go. And this choke could be on. Andy looks okay here, but will be awarded an advantage.
Such a tough spot to be, and so taxing on the energy of Andy Murasaki to continually defend guard pass after guard pass and be stifled underneath the weight of Tainan Dalpra.
There really is something to be said, though, for the way Andy is playing this, because a lot of people get too scared of getting their guard repassed for the points, and so they just kind of accept bottom position. So I love that, you know, Andy is such a game competitor. He's going after it over and over and over, trying to recover, trying to find his way back to attacking. But here we see
this looks like it could be it.
Look at the staple with Tainan's left shin on that forearm so that he can't use his arm to defend.
Looking for the Kanto choke here.
Yeah, this is tight here.
Andy Murasaki in such a tough spot here.
Yeah, Tainan so effectively pins that forearm with his left leg, so it really only gives Andy one arm to defend. He readjusts the grip. He's going to circle back towards the head
and this is looking like it's going to be it.
He's going to drive his hips in.
And Tainan Dalpra, once again, wins a Black Belt World Championship. What looked like such a promising start from Andy Murasaki was met with not one, not two, but 3 guard passes and a submission from Tainan Dalpra.
Two-time middleweight gold medalist here, Tainan Dalpra. The AOJ black belt does it again, 6 months later. And we have the AOJ crowd behind us here. I'm sure you guys can hear. They are going crazy for their champion. I'm sure we're going to see another big